Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with split number 1, major number 1, Copenhagen major. I feel like sketch right now, but I'm back with another RLCS recap. If you don't know, if this is your first time, if you just clicked on Retals channel for the first time in your life, lighting's kind of nice. This is where after every RLCS event, I go back, I watch a couple games. Today we have OG Game 4 and Vitality Game 5. I know, devastating. I go back and we watch some games, we talk about it. So, for those of you that don't know how RLCS works, we had 3 online regionals. Top 4 in points in NA qualified for the major, which was in person in Copenhagen a week ago. We finished 3rd in NA, behind Gen G and G2, ahead of OG. OG being our 1-2 Swiss match. I'll get into that later. So, we made the major. I appreciate all the love, appreciate all the fans. It's a good save right there. For those of you that don't know, sorry guys, by the way, okay, so we boot camped in England. Shout out the endpoint guys, shout out the prac room guys. We boot camped in Sheffield. As I got to Sheffield, by the way, 4 flights to get there, like a 36-hour travel day. Don't want to talk about it. They lost my bags, so I lived off for those Europeans, and I'm pretty sure this is right. Asda is like the European Walmart. That could be wrong. That's just what I was told. I lived in Asda clothing for 5 days because all I had on me was the clothes on my body. Nothing else. Didn't have my controller. Miserable. And then I got back to Dallas a couple, 2 or 3 days ago, and I was ungodly sick, and they lost my luggage again. So I didn't have my luggage again for another like 2 or 3 days. Canada Air. I think it's Canada Air. I think they're sponsored or partnered with United. Shut down. Please shut down this business. But I've been rambling for 2 minutes. Let's get into the matches. Majors, just like regionals, we got Swiss stage. So if you don't know how the Swiss stage works, basically to dumb it down, it's win 3 series before you lose 3 series. You only play teams with the same record as you. So if you win your first 2 series, you'll only play a 2-0 team. If you lose your first 2 series, you'll only play an 0-2 team. We ended up losing our first 2 series, so we played an 0-2 team in Limitless. But, again, guys, the reason this didn't come earlier is because I've actually been dying. But I'm okay. I feel much better now. It's just a cough. That's all I have left. We start our round 1 with Furia, which is a matchup I was honestly pretty comfortable in. I was very confident in it. I thought we matched up well against them. Our practice against them went well. And we got absolutely slammed. Appreciate all the fans. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm so sorry for what you had to watch in that series. But also, respect to Furia. You know, they went 3-0 through the Swiss. I know they lost to Vitality in the end, but they showed an unreal Swiss. I think they silenced a lot of doubters, which myself included, because I did not expect them to be as good as they were. But we get 3-0'd by them. 3-0'd by them meaning if we had taken a game, we would have been in a much better spot for round 2. But because we were one of the 3-0 teams, they take into account our game differential, and we go against Complexity in the 0-1 match, which is probably the least favorable 0-1 round we could have gotten. I was actually impressed with how Complexity looked in practice in the week before. You know, we scrimmed every team there. The week before and the week of the tournament. You know, there wasn't a single team that we weren't prepped for, except actually Rule 1. They weirdly canceled on us like 3 times. Strange. I don't know. But we felt good for most teams, but the teams that we struggled with in the tournament were BDS, Falcons, and Complexity. Those were the 3 that really, like, they gave us a weird, not weird, you know, Falcons and BDS being 2 of the favorites, but Complexity gave us like a weird matchup that we weren't ready for. And going into our 0-1 match, I knew we were going to play really good to beat them because it's just a great team. And, you know, close enough series, 1-1 going into game 3 overtime, lose the overtime to a great raisable shot. And, you know, shot off the corner. Veeds will put it on the screen. It was a great read.
Staying up in the play on 0. Until Complexity doesn't want to commit too much. The ball. Raise ball!
It's El Toro! It's 2-0 for Complexity, and it is magic here in Copenhagen.
Oh, that is the corner double that you dream of.
Just well done. I probably should have jumped, but it is what it is. And then losing game 4, lose that series 3-1. We are now facing down the barrel of the Swiss. in the O2. It's not exactly where we want to be. I should not have put that backboard. But, you know how our team goes. We're very resilient. We were fine with it. You know, the mental wasn't terrible. We knew, you know, we had let nerves get to us quite a bit. We weren't able to play, you know, loom ball, as we call it. We just didn't play how we wanted to play. We went in there, played 6-man's Rocket League, and we got punished for it. We got actually dominated by Fury. That was a series, you know, respect to those guys. But wow. We're down 0-2. Because we had taken a game off Complexity, we get the favorable Limitless matchup, which, you know, shout out to the SSA guys. I hope that with a couple more years, they get more competitive. You know, you see OCE at the beginning, you see Sam at the beginning, even, you know, to a lesser extent, Mean at the beginning. I know they were still good, but to the point they are now. Regions just need time. You know, you got to give these regions some time, and, you know, who knows what could happen. You know, you have Sam where both their teams beat us, you know, when you look back, and Sam at the beginning was terrible. The beginning of them being an RLCS. What I mean. Guys, please, no more. Sam, Brazilians, don't yell at me, please. But round 3, we sweep Limitless. They scored first. I'll give it to them. Guys, I tried to tell MB about this shot after. I almost peeked so hard. My fingers slipped off my I swear on my life, my fingers slipped off my joystick. I don't know if I would have scored this because it was pretty slow, but top right was open. Who knows? The stall was nice, but 3-0 Limitless, and as we're walking off the stage, Coach Greg says we got OG, which is a matchup we love. You know, we lost them in RLCS Regional 3 not that long ago, but it's the team that we have watched the most of out of any team in the world. It's the team we've studied. You know, they play good Rocket League. It's technically, I would say, our rivals right now, just because, you know, we were kind of the 2 teams below the top in NA this year, both making the major, but under G2 and Gen G. It's a matchup we felt very good in. We didn't think they were playing great Rocket League this major. You know, they hadn't looked insane, and we felt good. We felt very good coming into it, and going into that series, OG did not play great Rocket League, and, you know, I don't think either of us were on, you know, on our game, but they let in some goals that were just unreal. And, you know, credit to them. They play good Rocket League. I think that it's a team that you really have to respect how cohesive they are, because they don't have as much talent as like a Complexity or a Furia or a Vitality, or even like us, to be honest. They don't have as much talent, but very teamwork oriented. All 3 very smart players, get the job done. I respect that team a lot. I think they play very good Rocket League. Wow, this series is so close. Just watching this game 5 back until, it's sad. But we beat OG 3-1. That series got a little chirpy. MB accidentally quick chatted during the game, and then a goal instantly went in right after he quick chatted, so it looked pretty toxic. I mean, it's all love to those guys. But yeah, the series got a little loud. We 3-1 OG, and we're walking off stage. We get the Vitality matchup, which out of all the matchups we could have gotten in round 5, I think it was them, G2 and Gen G, we felt pretty good. We scrim very well against this Vitality team. They don't give us any problems that, you know, other teams don't. We don't think this is one of our harder matchups. And, you know, it's 1 game 5 away from us going top 8. It's a great team. They have Zen, one of the best players in the world. It's never going to be an easy beat. I respect him a lot. I mean, he's going to get his, and he got a few that they're just going to go in. It's unfortunate, but it's how it goes. Oh, how bad is this touch? It's not great. And yeah, that was the end of the tournament for us. 9th, 12th could have been worse, could have been better. I think, you know, if we play a little bit better Rocket League at the start, who knows what could happen. I always said it, or I said it the entire week. The Vitality, even though it was round 5, game 5, the Vitality series isn't the one I want back, because I think we played pretty good Rocket League. Obviously, there's mistakes here and there, but we played the Rocket League we wanted to, and we brought it to them. We played good Luminosity Rocket League, and I'll never be upset if we play good Luminosity Rocket League and lose off of small mistakes. The Complexity one is the one I want back. Furia was the much better team. They won, but Complexity is one that I feel like we should have won. But on the day, they played better Rocket League, and can't be mad about that. Oh, this is painful. It's a good double demo from them to score. But you can't be mad, you know. The team formed, a lot of doubt surrounding us. You know, AJ off the team, she's on the team. Everyone's saying this, that, and that, and we are comfortably third in points for NA. So it's time to grind again. It's time to make the major again. Time to make London. And, you know, if we qualify for London, we basically, like 99.9%, put ourselves in Worlds. So missed out on Worlds last year, which was sad. It was the first year I'd missed out on Worlds in a couple of years, and it was frustrating, to be honest. But I feel very comfortable in this team. This is the first team I've been on in a while that I feel confident can, you know, take one of these events or win a regional or, you know, play super high at a major. So I'm ready. I'm very proud of this team. You know, our practice was very good. Like I said, shout out Endpoint for letting us use their facility up in Sheffield. Dope spot. You know, shout out Luminosity for helping us all. Shout out Blast. They ran the event very well. They got a lot of we'll call it hate when they got announced for RLCS just because of some small stuff, but their accommodation and their player management was very good. I was very impressed with Blast. So, to the fans, I'm sorry we couldn't make the crowd. If you were in Copenhagen, I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys supporting as always, but I got a good feeling about London. I think we got a lot better through the 2 weeks we were in Europe. We had a lot of good practice and a lot of advancements on how we played. So I'm happy about it. Guys, the YouTube post will come back to daily, I promise. Let me get over this cold. Let me get over this cold, and we'll be back. I promise. Maybe not daily as soon as this video gets dropped, but soon, I promise. As always, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. RLCS starts again in 3 weeks. I'll see you guys then. Peace.